Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very first IntyCenter on the road. We are coming to you recorded from Cloud City, just on our way to Echo Base. Going to give you another whip around FODEUSS with some recaps of the boxes and logs that I posted the other day. Again, end of season, we're going to be focusing in on what's happening in the playoff picture, and we're going to start this week in Sandlot. We have to talk about the bit of absolute chaos in the finale of the City of Ostenard and San Francisco Six Demon Bags of Phoenix series. Setting the stage for you, Scythy lead this one 5-4 entering the ninth inning. Willard Brown hit a two-run homer for the Demon Bags, but that two-run homer pretty much goes down as a footnote since they scored 14 other runs in the inning. That's right, a total of 16 in the frame. They take the game 20-5. I would love to spend more time on this one, but I cannot possibly do the madness justice. If you have not yet, go to the logs and boxes, pull up the log, and just sit back, get some popcorn, enjoy that one. Again, the D-bags take that one 20-5 despite trailing 5-4 entering the ninth. Demon Bags take 2 out of 3 from Scythy. That means that those two teams sit tied at 88 and 58. They sit 2 games back of the first place Birmingham Shack Barons. Now, the other place of note in Sandlot is the race for the 4th and final spot. When last we looked, nobody actually wanted it. But hey, the Surfers broke their losing streak in their opener against Jolly Roger and then rallied from 5-2 down in the 8th, thanks to a 2-run homer from David Wright in the 8th, and then a 2-run homer from Shohei Ohtani in the 9th. That puts them ahead, and they would take that game and the series. Now, brand new ball players, they dropped their series finale against the Shack Barons, but they did take 2 out of 3 in the series. 2 crucial wins. That means the ball players and the Surfers are still tied for that final spot. They're sitting at 67 and 79. And it's basically down to just those two. The slim amount of hope that we gave Game of Thrones last week. I think we can close the door on playoff hopes for the Kings of the North. They'll have to wait for next year to try to use the Wall and the Dragons to their advantage. We'll switch over to the accurate length of a Star Destroyer division. And Let's Play 2 has gotten hot at the right time, and they have remained hot. First game of their series, Sammy Sosa hit a grand slam. He also hit a 3-run homer in that same game. That gives him 7 ribbies in the game. They're going to win that opener 12-3. Game 2, Greg Maddux was just a few pitches over qualifying for a Maddux himself. They get a 7-0 win in that game. And then just a clean-cut 5-2 win in the finale. That's the sweep of the Free Fallers. That's their 9th win in a row, and they have gone from outside of the playoff picture to now having a 2-game cushion on performance enhancers for that 4th wild card spot. And speaking of performance enhancers, they continue their tailspin. They were swept by New York State of Mound. They blew a 6-0 lead that they had entering the 7th inning in the finale. That sweep for State of Mound, that gives them some space between themselves and the Gales of November. New York State of Mound are now up 4 games in the race for the regular season league title and the number 1 seed. Debatable if that number 1 seed is actually something that you want with Let's Play 2 with Nolan Ryan and Greg Maddux staring at you in a 7-game series. I'm not advocating to lose on purpose. I would never advocate to not try to win every game. I'm just questioning if that number 1 seed really is what it's all about. The Albuquerque All-Seeing Angels of Hernandez, they lost a heartbreaker in their series finale against the Bandwagoners. Eddie Matthews hit a pinch hit homer in the top of the 10th, and that puts the Angels up 2-1. But in the bottom of the 10th, Carl Yastrzemski hits a 2-run walk-off double that gives the win to the Bandwagoners. Albuquerque, their hopes are not extinguished yet. They're still clinging to playoff dreams. They trail Let's Play 2 by 4 games for the final spot. The bandwagoners, they do have a little bit of breathing room now. They're looking pretty solid to get into one of those final two spots. And last but not least this week, we're going to pour one out for both the Atlanta Animes and the Reseda Free Fallers, both of whom were officially eliminated mathematically from contention this week. That is going to do it for us from Cloud City. Hope you're all doing well, and we will catch you next time on IntyCenter for another whip around FODEUSS.